Oh, good morning. I was wondering if I was poofy this morning. You never know what you look like until you see yourself in the camera. But I slept in my tent. It was 28 degrees, but there was no wind. I slept so well. I mean, I got up a couple of times in the night and had to like change positions or something, but slept great. It was awesome. So I am just 2.2 miles south of Clingman's Dome, which is the highest point on the Appalachian Trail. And it's a blue sky day, so I'm going to have views. My husband and I were here once before. We came a couple years ago, and it was summertime, and it was just a cloudy day. I saw some views on the trail itself, but from Clingman's Dome, it was just nothing. My husband didn't even go up it because there wasn't much to see. So yeah, I'm really excited about today. So not only do I get views of Clingman's Dome, but it's a 10.5 mile day. When I get down to Newfound Gap, I'm getting picked up. I get to see my friend Tigger, go out to eat, get bath, do laundry, hang at her house. So I'm really excited about that. And then, I don't know, figuring out when I'm getting back on trail. I haven't figured that part out yet, but we'll figure it out as it comes. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Smokiness in the Smoky Mountains. The change from deciduous to conifers. North Carolina. Tennessee. I'll be working my way back to you, babe. But I better put the camera away. It's just ice. Ice. All ice. It splits. AT goes this way. And I was not paying attention and I started going that way. So just be careful. I just ascended to the top of the tallest summit of the Appalachian Trail. Well, I'm about to anyway. Not quite there yet. What a gorgeous day to be here. So excited. Didn't get the view last time. Right. Ooh, icy. Shuckstack Tower. I'm looking at this map of what I'm looking at. Shuckstack Tower is right above. See this pointy tree? The Shuckstack Tower is right there. It's a pointy mountain ridge. Wow. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. Okay, Clingman's Dome is on the Appalachian Trail and is the beginning of the Mountain to Sea Trail, or at least the western terminus. And you know what? I'm over this Appalachian Trail. I'm going to start the Mountain to Sea Trail. I want to see the ocean. Just kidding. Maybe someday in the future. I am definitely finishing my Appalachian Trail flip-flop, take all year, through your 50th year. Who knew it was going to take that long? Certainly not me. Wasn't planned this way. I always wanted to be a no-bo, but here I am with this awesome flip-flop through hike. So I am currently 7.7 miles from Newfound Gap for pickup for Gatlinburg from Tigger or one of her friends. Going out to eat and getting clean and getting to sleep in a bed and hopefully get some things I need. like hand warmers and a new lighter. And then, yeah, it's 12 o'clock noon now, so 7.7 miles. I don't think I'm gonna make 2 miles an hour, but hopefully 1.5 miles an hour will work for me. 2 miles an hour would be great. It's mostly downhill, but it's also mostly downhill facing away from the sun, I think. So it's probably just sheets of ice I need to slide down. Should go pretty quick. Yep. The north side of Clingman's is pretty icy. And I forgot to celebrate. Clingman's Dome is at the 200 mile mark from Springer. So for me, that means I have about 440 miles left of my thru hike. So that's exciting. All right. Need all my hands and feet. Feetsies. Footsies. Ice, ice, baby. All these broken ice pieces, these are pieces of ice that have fallen from the tree branches. And all day long, you'll hear some falling, and it sounds like glass Christmas ornaments falling to the ground and smashing and breaking. This is just a little snippet of view from the summit of Mount Collins, I think. Sorry, I just got a signal. I was able to contact Tigger. She's like, no worries about your time frame, because right now I'm only going 1 mile an hour. Well, I was. Now that the trail looks like this, I could go faster. I just don't know if it's going to stay like this for the next 5 miles. I know it's not as steep, but the downhill is going to be on the shady side of the mountain, so likely more ice. But the ice has been rough. That's what's been slowing me down. Knock on wood, I have not fallen. I've slipped a few times, tweaked my left knee and my right ankle. They're fine now, but I'm just taking it real easy on the ice. I just met the ridge runner, Chris, aka Roll Tide. I'm like, you look familiar. And he was working up in the White Mountains. Not a ridge runner, there's a different name for it. He wasn't a caretaker like Peter, but he knew Peter, the caretaker, who went running up Lafayette barefoot. And I heard came down in Crocs. So that was a nice little conversation. Hey, Chris. That's nice to meet you. I am like 5 miles from getting picked up and going out to eat with Tigger and her friends. If I can get through this icy mess, come back and see. 4.5 miles to Newfound Gap. Woohoo! Oh man, if the trail stays something like this, I'll be able to make some better time. The last couple miles has been not so bad. It's icy, but there's lots of working around the ice. And then I got to this part. I just had to laugh. Want to go skating? Raisins and dark chocolate. And then I'm going to eat this bar. I haven't had this one yet. It's a new one to me. Yay! So the sign is telling me that these types of fences are put up to prevent hogs from getting into this area. There's lots of beaches and they're trying to protect them because the hogs are a non-native animal that weren't here before like the 1950s, and they're doing a lot of damage. And there's another one of those fences coming up. After not sleeping very well and freezing for several nights, I am just tired. I did sleep well last night, but I also didn't eat enough or drink enough or pee enough the past couple days. Because when it's freezing cold, it's hard to make yourself drink. Never mind, all your water is frozen, so even if you want to drink, you might not be able to get one. I wasn't alone in that respect. All right, point 2 to pick up in an actual bathroom. I'm going to brush my teeth before getting picked up from Chad, Tigger's friend, going out to eat. And I'm just gross. That's the only part I don't like, is how gross I am. If it was all the hikers were coming off trail and eating together, that's one thing. But I'm the only stinky one. That's okay. They work at the NOC. They know I stink.